I've been binging Grey's Anatomy with my fiance. If that's taught me anything, if that's is that there's always a tumor. Patient seems fine. They have a tumor. Oh yes, nosebleed. He's 11. Or this is really just an anime game. He saw a little too much of her in that dress. How do you think that's the future, though, Hark? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really sure what that vision was. I don't know if it's the future or if it's just a vision that he's supposed to interpret to help him with something. I don't know. Um, that's why he was abrasive towards her in the end. Her leaving is the only thing that can stop his nosebleed. I assume most would choose detective or diplomat, but occultist sounds cool. Occultist, no idea what it does, but it sounds interesting. This is actually a Call of Cthulhu game. Politics, boo. Which one is the rogue? I always go for the rogue. That would be detective. I'd go with a diplomat. Silver tongue, the most fun. Straw poll, Hark. I don't think it needs a straw poll. Straw because I'm gonna probably still pick what I want to pick, but I want to see what everybody else says because that might still sway me. It may sway me. I'm sure they're all worthwhile. And remember, if it says down the bottom that it just makes those skills cheaper, it doesn't hard lock the other ones. Occultist totally up my style. I love myths and magic and rogue. The occultist sounds like the rogue class from DA, but it's totally up to you, Hark. I think diplomat suits you best, Hark, but detective might be the most useful, more practical, but that's not my personal opinion. Wouldn't occultist be the mage? Yeah, that's the other thing. Occultist kind of magey. If it was me, I'd go for detective because being able to tell people when people are lying and being more perceptive and capable of finding things are more capable insider situations. Cool. They all sound fun. They all sound really, really fun. And if I were to narrow it down to my top two favorites, I actually would choose between diplomat and occultist. Detective sounds super cool, don't get me wrong. But like I really love magey things and occultist, it sounds really cool. That and I think the occultist has a lot of religious knowledge behind it too. And very, very rarely do you get to play in the game where um, you get to have a lot of religious knowledge because religion is just something that a lot of people understandably so shy away from with games, but that's what makes it more unique, I think. And because I'm just not used to games touching on religion very much, it's very appealing for me. um, but that being said, I feel like diplomat is more my style. I think I'm more comfortable playing a diplomat, but I probably will dip into the occultist. Most likely, I'll dip a little bit on the occultist class as a secondary. So we're gonna go diplomat. Occultist sounds the most magey. Yes, it does. So, oh, choose your skills. Available points. Diplomat unlocks the conviction, linguistics, diversion, etiquette, and politics skill. You now have 7 effort points to use your skills. Your past granted you 1 skill point in manipulation and 1 skill point in psychology. Oh. So conviction. Um, Goodness, look at all this stuff, guys. Um, wow. 1 point in manipulation, 1 psychology. Okay, so here's a diplomat. Um, Diversion. Conviction. Convince people with sheer force of your will and your attitude. Unlock dialogue options and actions. I mean, that sounds... I love... Anything that unlocks dialogue options... Nothing do I hate more in these kind of games than being locked out of dialogue options, so that's probably going to be the first one I'm going to pick. But we'll see. Politics. Express your grasp of the geopolitical situation, nations, interests, and diplomatic relations. Level 1. Unlocks dialogue options and actions. Diversion. Diverts people's attention, change a subject, or avoid questions. Level 1. Unlock dialogue options. Okay, so all of these unlock dialogue options, pretty much. Etiquette. Adopt the appropriate behavior for every social situation. Also used to formulate flattery or veiled insults. So when you say flattery, does that include flirting with people? I'm just asking. If I wanted to, like, ship Louis with somebody, I'm just saying. Why? We all know what my priorities are. Linguistics. Translate all kinds of documents and conversations in foreign languages. That definitely sounds useful. Cool. And then here are, so here's stuff for the occultist. Okay. And here's stuff for the detective. Okay, I see how that works. Yes. Manipulation and psychology. Where exactly does it say manipulation and psychology on this tree, though? Science. Be up to date with scientific knowledge and medical techniques. Occultism. Rely on your knowledge of myths, occult, and religious symbols, as well as ancient languages and secret societies. Erudition. Benefit from a sound cultural background in the arts, geography, and history. Manipulation. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Here's manipulation and psychology. Oh, okay, so this is cool. Even though I chose, I get it. Even though I chose diplomat, and everything under diplomat is cheaper for me to spend points on, they give you skills, levels of skills from the other two classes that you didn't pick, which I think is fantastic, because then it by default lets you automatically dip into some parts of the other more expensive classes from the start. I like that. I like that a lot. So manipulation, get people to act in your own interest. Cool. One skill point in manipulation already. Even though the skill is... So here's the thing. It says that I have one skill point in manipulation, but the skill's not acquired. So does that mean that the skill point doesn't actually count until I acquire the skill? Is that what that means? But once I acquire it, I automatically have a skill point in it, I think, is what that means. Subterfuge, discreetly steal items, pick locks, notice falsification. So it sounds like this is the rogue for you, Roma. The occultist is more of the roguey one, I think. Detective, vigilance. Notice noteworthy details or oddly placed elements. That makes perfect sense for a detective. Logic. Use your logical mind and oratorical talents. 3 points left before level 1. Psychology. Read people's behavior like an open book. 2 points before level 1. 2 points left before... Oh, okay. 2 points left before level 1. This needs 2 points left before level 1. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, I see. I get it. I have to add more points to these things to level it up to level 1. That's what it means. They're not unlocked yet. Okay. Got it. Notice anything... Questioning. Notice anything strange in someone's behavior or appearance. 3 points left before level 1. Unlocks dialogue options and actions. Agility. Use your coordination against your surroundings and sometimes against people. Okay. I'm not very magic guy, but even when I play a character with space magic, I tend to go with prefers physical abilities. But this is going to be interesting. Well, I think it's just knowledge and making Louis and the occultist want to automatically give him like blood magic spells. Oh, Ark, I thought you would choose detective. I know. They all would have fit me, but I really would like to try the diplomat. That's be quite a start, though. See you, Roma, and have fun in class. Time to put all those points in seduction like I do. Whether or not you can romance in this game, Hark will find a way. We still need to decide who is the sexy evil Meister to as well. Probably Mortimer, as it is island. This is the 18th century France, Angel Arts. The fate of the nation is decided through flirting. I think what the unlock dialogue options thing means is simply what level 1 does. In other words, as long as the skill hasn't reached level 1, you cannot use it at all. So higher levels don't unlock new options. They just make the skill cheaper to use. Thank you. I think you can learn as you go when you get into convos that require certain skill dialogue options. Just be careful not to go to any party hosted by the Marquis de Sade. Redem, who is Marquis de Sade? The game has so much replay value. I wonder if stuff you say before this point changes the things you have points in. I wonder that too. Okay, so can I pick any of these things? It looks like I can. Okay, 3 available points. So Divert people's attention, change a subject, or avoid questions. I'm wondering how valuable that would be compared to like conviction. Convince people with the sheer force of your will and attitude. I like to be convincing. I like to convince people of things. Linguistics. So can I put 1 in conviction? 4 points left. Okay, so I already have a level 1 in these things. Okay. I see. And oh man. Get people to act in your own interest. Psychology. Read people's behavior like an open book. Do I want to focus? This is hard. Do I want to like, since I already have points in these, I feel like it would be a waste for me to not reach at least level 1. Because I got a point in both of these for free. It seems like a waste to not go to level 1. Otherwise, that point doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Or I could start focusing on stuff here. Because the thing is, if I... even if I were to use all my points right now, I'm not going to be able to level anything at the moment. Right? None of these will level if I use all 3 points because they all require 4 points. So it seems like I can level something right now. I can put 2 points into something right now and just, like, in manipulation, which I think goes well with diplomat, you know? Convince people with the sheer attitude of your will and attitude. Get people to act in your own interest. And, you know, psychology is great too. Read people's behavior like an open book. So diversion. I think my character is a lot of my character is about compelling people and convincing people. So I think I'm going to focus a lot in... I think a lot of my focus is going to end up being in conviction, etiquette, and manipulation. I'll at least go level 1 in manipulation and see how that goes. Hey, welcome to the live stream, Kiwi. So you already have level 1 in all the Diplo skills, just to put out there. Thank you, Mikey. I don't think he invented the term status. It was just derived from his... Okay, I'm just gonna level up manipulation. So I'm gonna put a point in manipulation. Point... Okay. And then I can save this point for later. I'll play the game, see how the dialogue system works, and then the next time I level up, the next time I level up, I might get 3 more points, which means I'll have 4 available points, which means at that point I'll be able to level up one of these things. And then based on, hopefully by that point I'll have a better bearing of how the conversation system works in this game to make an educated decision of which of these I'm going to level up. So yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. Okay. Level other things and put 1 elsewhere. Yeah. With eyes like Louie, you don't need a devastating smile. Yeah. All right. So cool. Oh, I don't have a choice. I have to make a decision now. Oh no, I can just... Oh, I have to spend 1. Oh, I have to spend 1. No. Okay, fine. Fine. Convince people to share of your will and attitude. Get people to act in your own interest. Unless knowledge and actions. Unless conviction, etiquette. Adopt appropriate behavior for every situation. Else frivolous flatter or veiled insults. Let's do conviction. Okay. That, I think I'm happy with that. And next time I'll probably upgrade conviction to level 1. Most likely. Novice diplomat.
Well,
Train.
I've devoted myself to the interests of France to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away. thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Not at all, so lie to her. I'm supposed to be diplomatic, so maybe I can get away with this? We've already met, you do, don't you? Not at all, sorry. Oh, sure! I'm supposed to be diplomatic, so... yeah.
How could I forget a woman such as yourself?
A woman such as me? What a sweet talker you are. Remind me of how we met?
Skill. Your skill gives you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher the skill level, the lower the cost is in effort points. Browse your skills by using the character tab in the menu. Validate. Oh, difficulty. Diversion level 1. Well, I have that. Or, here's manipulation. Pretend to be hurt for her not believing you. The most probable place would be Paris? Chat her up. I'll make her lose her train of... Chat her up. Okay, so it'll make her lose her train of thought. Fate of thought. Cool. This is super cool. All right, now I can see how this works. So effort points will be 1 because I have level 1 in both manipulation and diversion. So sweet. Chat her up and it'll make her lose a trainer. I'm gonna be a little coy. I'll be like, you don't believe me? Oh, my lady, you wound me. You wound me. I feel like that's gonna be more fun. They're both effort points 1, so I think this will be a much more fun thing to select.
Emily, it hurts me that you could doubt my sincerity.
Ah.
I thought we'd gotten past that stage by now.
Oh,
Don't
yes.
take it like that, Louis. I was only joking.
Oh,
I
good.
thought you were making fun of me.
I thought you were someone I could trust. I'm hurt to see that you're still at the stage of testing me, Duchess.
Oh,
Listen, Louis, I am sorry. I really didn't want to hurt you. Forget what I just said. It was clumsy of me.
If you say so. Let's go with that then. Didn't see me, didn't know me. Push any harder and I'll make a fool of myself.
Right, time to go to the manor.
opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the objects that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points to access the skill required for the situation. You just need to have it unlocked. Okay. So, okay. Validate?
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Oh, this is hard. So you really got to pay attention to each person's personality, because you can either give yourself, an advantage or screw yourself. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the Journal tab in the menu. Press the Enter button to access your menu pages. Okay.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but
Discovered
you
amusing.
still haven't answered
Logic.
about my mother.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Laws of Gallantry, Charles Sorel, 1644. A play that might first appear trivial, but is, in reality, an informed analysis of the codes of polite society. +1 skill in diversion. Emily's handkerchief. A handkerchief given to you by Lady Hillsborough. The bloodstains on it is yours. It bears her initials, E.H. Mortimer's invitation. Dear Monsieur de Richet, I am writing to you to express my embarrassment regarding the situation in which I find myself. As you probably know, I had invited your mother, Sarah de Richet, to join me on my island several weeks ago. We had projects in common regarding your order. Her stay was going smoothly until yesterday when your mother suddenly disappeared. I do not want to over-worry you, but I would like you to join me as soon as possible so we could shed some light on this mystery. Please accept, sir, the expression of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Lord William Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. I have Royal Jelly, restore 2 effort points, press 1 to use. Golden Elixir cures negative alterations, press 2 to use. Devil's Thorn temporarily reveals the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice, press 3 to use. Carmelite Water, next skill use is free. Oh my goodness, there's so much information. Alright, Louis de Richet, the only son of Sarah, Louis Maros de Richet, is a young Parisian aristocrat. Ever since he was a young child, Louis moved in his mother's circles, and so it was natural that on his 14th birthday he entered the Golden Order, the secret society headed by Sarah. Precocious, Louis progressed quickly at her side, despite the daily treatment his mother prescribed for his chronic migraines. He climbed the ladder until he was able to assist his mother in occult cases, for which he was particularly talented. As time went by, he became shaped in the image that his mother had held for him. Everything pointed to, one day, young Louis becoming the head of the Golden Order. Hillsborough, Emily, immunity, logic, to be discovered. Okay. So she's immune to logic. You can't logic. So if I understand that correctly, you can't use logic against her. You got to do other things. Emily Hillsborough is an English duchess, close to the English crown. Very discreet about her origins, Emily only came onto the political scene after her wedding, that some qualified as a marriage of interest to an old English aristocrat on the decline. Libertarian, modern, but discreet, she has taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In a few years, she has become the favorite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably prompted her Prime Minister, William Pitt, to take her as private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to come to Lord Mortimer's island because, for nothing in the world would she miss one of these famed receptions. Sarah de Richet, immunities to be discovered. Sarah Faustine de Richet is a rich French aristocrat. 34 years ago, Sarah took over one of the most important secret societies, the Golden Order. A woman of strong will, Sarah endeavored to infiltrate the highest circles of society. Politics, trade transactions, secrets of state or paranormal spheres. The Order had an eye over everything. One of the biggest areas of growth that Sarah brought to the Order was the development of its branches in America, Europe, and Central Africa, not to mention the expansion of her occult section, which she took care of personally. Since he was just a boy, Sarah has been preparing her son Louis to become the new face of the Golden Order. Giuseppe Piaggi? His Eminence, the Cardinal Giuseppe Piaggi, is a legate of Pope Pius VI. A distinguished speaker, Giuseppe Piaggi worked throughout his career to serve the principles of the Roman Catholic Church. I'm Roman Catholic. A man of science and amateur philosopher, he quickly caught the ear of the Pope, who discreetly named him Cardinal in Pector. He was thus able to use this relationship of trust to help Pius VI in his difficult mission of guiding the faithful. Invited by Sir Gregory Holmes, Piaggi is delighted to meet his old friend Mortimer in order to represent the interests of the Holy See. Cool. Welcome to the live stream, Fireplace. Old English terms we'll use maybe the way the characters are confusing me. If you look down in the bottom left-hand corner, it's all the effort points you have. You have a limited points. The character is speaking Sherlock Holmes to me. Nobody like Mama Boy Louie. Royal jelly sounds like a lube shot? Really? Ooh, I love this. Order is basically this universe's version of... The Golden Order is basically this universe's version of the Illuminati. I'd say. I don't know, though I don't know much about the real life Illuminati beyond the memes. At that time, though, I'd say the Masons. Immune to logic. How on earth does that work? Just start babbling incoherently to get out of a situation like her? Don't give her straight questions? Is she based on Maggie Smith? I don't know. Hopefully, if this game goes with the studio, can go all out, double their budget with their next game sequels. Okay, so it's like Final Fantasy 15. Before you fight a monster, you have to change your weapon and check its weakness. With this game, it's like that, but you do it with dialogue. That's actually kind of cool. I wonder if people make Louis an occultist, and then every time they're given the chance, they say outrageous, blasphemous things to the religious guy. Devolt? This game looks cool. Yeah, it does look cool. All right, so here's our map. Here, the only way out. Okay. Here's my character. So we already know about all of this. I've got XP, talents. Oh my. Look at all these. Wow. Okay, I mean, and traits. Good lord. Okay, I've got a lot. Diplomatic mastery. Time given for opportunities increased by 50%. Reach level 3 in diversion and level 2 in etiquette and conviction. Oh, these are so cool. Occult mastery. Ending an opportunity successfully will now return 1 effort point to you. Reach level 3 in manipulation and level 2 in occultism and subterfuge. I love this leveling system because, like, you have so many options. You could either focus on one thing, like one class, or you can diversify. And this, like, stuff like this encourages you to diversify yourself. So I can see a lot of replayability in this game because you can get through things so... Wow. Policing mastery halves the fake elements displayed during an opportunity. Reach level 3 in vigilance and level 2 in questioning psychology. Ambassador, the disconcerted state is replaced by the focus state. Demagogue, using an evil devil's thorn also gives you 1 effort point. Collector, pick up a collector coins gives you more experience. Oh, collector coins give you experience. Retroactive, that's really neat. Lively, using a Carmelite water also gives you an effort point. Archaeologist, you gain 10% more experience at the end of a quest. Inspector, you recover your effort points lost when you encounter an immunity. That's actually really good. Healer, using a golden elixir gives you an effort point. Dodger, pick up a consumable gives you another one. Machiavellian, you gain 1 extra effort point when you exploit a vulnerability. Book Lover, equipping a manuscript also increases the level of your skill by +1 while it is equipped. Ooh, I can equip a manuscript. Alchemist, you gain 1 effort point when you use a royal jelly. Assertive, you no longer suffer the exhausted state when you encounter an immunity. Ooh, Athlete, increase your effort points pool by 1. Reach level 3 conviction and agility skills. Experience, your effort point pool increases by 1. Veteran, your effort pool point increases by 1. Tactless, using manipulation costs you 1 extra effort point, but you gain 1 skill point in linguistics. Indiscreet, using vigilance costs you 1 extra effort point, but you gain 1 skill point in questioning. Brutal, using etiquette costs you 1 effort point, but you gain 1 skill point in conviction. Subtle, you gain 2 skill points in psychology. Intuitive, you gain 2 skill points in questioning. Talented, you gain 2 points in etiquette. So you get these by succeeding in confrontations. The neat thing is you get stuff for failing things too. Fail 2 confrontations to get tactless. Fail 5 confrontations to get indiscreet. That's really neat. So you're not always completely penalized when you fail things. You can get stuff when you fail things too. Succeed 2 confrontations, succeed 5 confrontations. Jack of all trades. Oh, there's even something for Jack of all trades. You gain 10% more experience at the end of the quest. Obtain all level 1 skills. That's really cool. Oh, I love this. Apprentice, your experience increases by 5%. Bookworm, you can equip 1 extra manuscript. Prince of Amber, increase your effort points by 1. Oh, this is it, guys. This is what I'm focusing on. Use the manipulation skill 10 times. I've used it 1 out of 10. This is what I'm focusing on. This is it. This is it.